Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode on the channel. Today we've got a very special episode, a very interesting episode. On the table we have a fellow Arsenal fan, Quadri, on my side. On the other side we have Fayaz and Rigon, both a Chelsea fan and a Manchester United fan. Now, what can we possibly discuss? Well, the January transfer window is almost open. Teams need to start spending. Arsenal have had so many injuries. Man United, they're terrible. Chelsea, they're terrible as well. Manchester City could do with a few signings. Liverpool, there's no Liverpool representative here, but they're terrible as well. So we decided to take upon ourselves to become sporting directors and think of one player each Big Six team should sign this January transfer window. Let's try and keep it realistic, guys. Let's not go a bit too crazy. Let's not say Arsenal need to sign Mbappe or anything like that. But if you do want to see more content like this, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, because I'm having quite a bit of fun doing this sort of content. This is the series called the Final Ball series, so make sure you keep that in your mind. Comment down below your signings, players that you would sign, and let us know if you agree with us. Now, let's jump straight into the January transfer signings. I think we should start with Chelsea. Because Chelsea are so axe.
Okay, let's not.
And we'll start with a Chelsea fan. Arms, give me your players that you think Chelsea should sign.
So I had a centre back in mind.
Yep.
And that was Mark Gahey.
Okay.
At first, be cheap. He's got 6 months left. Good cover for Colwill, and he's a left centre back, which is what we need. But I've just seen breaking news that Liam Delap is out for 6 to 8 weeks.
You sound very happy about that, by the way.
50-50. I mean, he's not been great at all. But now that means our only striker is João Pedro, and he's not even much of a striker.
Got Mark Gui right there, bro.
Who's that? Yeah, allow it, man. Yeah, so I've changed it. Mark Gahey is off my list. I'm going straight to Borussia Dortmund. Guirassy, bring him to Chelsea right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's been good for Dortmund as well,
Yeah,
Bagsman.
Champions League, I think he was top scorer last season.
Yeah, he was.
And this season's still been bagging. I think you guys know, I wanted Guirassy from 2024. He was available for 17 million.
At Stuttgart.
Yeah. He was bagging 26 goals for Stuttgart, and he's now been banning it up at Dortmund. Bring him to Chelsea, because we need a proper number 9, and he's not a number 9 that relies on service. He can drop deep, he can link up, he's experienced enough, and Champions League coming up in the knockout stages, he'll be useful. With only one striker, and that's João Pedro, Guirassy's clear of him.
How much do you think that will cost though?
So
50-60
that's
million.
Dortmund's star man, but because he's old, he's at 30, 31.
That's not that's prime years though.
They wouldn't ask for more than 50.
I mean, look, you went down the striker route. I went down the striker route as well, but it's a player that plays in the Premier League, Prem proven. Very good player. Mateta. I think Mateta, if you could sign him, in terms of everything you listed, Mateta can do. The link up play, good finisher, Prem proven, tall, consistent player in my opinion. And I think he's waiting for that big move. I think Mateta deserves the big move, and I think Chelsea reminds me a bit like Didier Drogba.
Only thing is, he can't press from the front, and Maresca, he loves to go.
Nah, man, I feel like, bro, just get Mateta. You get results, you get goals, you become a more scary team. If Chelsea had Mateta leading their line, I'd be more worried than a Guirassy because of the doubt of Bundesliga. Coming from Bundesliga, there's always been that doubt.
Yeah, true.
I think Mateta, if he comes in, you sign him cheeky, £60 million bid. I think Crystal Palace could accept it. He'd be a good signing for you guys, in my opinion, man.
It's a good shot.
To be honest, I went through another Dortmund player though, but I went opposite of the pitch. I went for a bit of a crazier one, but I think he's better than all your centre backs and will drastically change your defence. I went for Nico Schlotterbeck.
See, I had him for the summer window. I had him for the summer window.
He might cost a bit, but I think Chelsea have enough players to sell anyway to make up the money for it. And you might spend, you didn't spend crazy amounts this summer, I believe.
Yeah.
So you have enough to spend on like a Schlotterbeck. 70 M's probably gets it done, maybe even 80 at push.
That's a statement.
That's a statement.
That's a Van Dijk January signing.
I know a lot of Chelsea fans, they really like Colwill. I think this guy will just change
probably
it.
displaces Cole, which I don't want to do. That's why I went for Gahey at first.
But that's sentiment, because he's an academy player and everything.
But he's been good.
He's been good, but still, this is a world-class centre-back. Right? He will revolutionise your whole defence.
He'll be good.
Quadri?
I went for Premier League proven, plays for Aston Villa.
Ooh.
Konsa, centre-back.
Not a bad shot.
Bad shot.
Okay.
I think
I've watched him.
he's a Chelsea man. I can see it.
I watched him for
him,
a good amount of season. Been solid, quality player.
Centre-back and right-back.
Left-footed, you need building out
he's
the back.
Right-footed, yeah.
Right-footed?
Yeah, he's right-footed.
Okay, but anyways, regardless,
They have
builds up from the
Tossen
back.
anyway.
He's a good box defender. Solid in England international.
Yeah.
I think he would be a good signing for Chelsea.
That's a good shot, actually.
Yeah.
Console,
I mean, let's move on to the next team. I think Regan had a really good shout. Most impressed with Regan shout. I
Yeah.
was not thinking of Schlotterbeck at all.
That's a bit of an audacious one.
It's a bit audacious,
yeah.
but Chelsea have enough pull in the Champions League now. They can do that.
Boys, let's move over to the best team in the world, Arsenal.
United. What? Oh.
Pause yourself. Pause yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pause you. You pause yourself.
Okay.
Arsenal, we all know that we are suffering an injury crisis. Despite the fact that we spent a lot on depth and the fact that we have probably the best depth in the Premier League, we are still suffering. And there are a few players that we need to sign. Quadri, I'm going to start with you again. Go on. Who do you think Arsenal should sign, considering you're the Arsenal fan?
I've been tracking him for a while now.
Oh,
Obviously, his name has been in the news recently. Signed
Right.
a new contract for Lille Boadi. Quality
yeah,
player.
man. We've
Young
been linked
baller.
with him strong. I bet
Young
this is
baller.
an active link. This is realistic.
Yeah,
45 mil.
I feel like he's a perfect player. He's not a Declan Rice in terms of I wouldn't say Declan Rice relies on physicality, but he's known for physicality. But this guy's more on the ball, technically sound, can pass the ball, pop the ball. He's good at covering ground as well. I think he's a quality.
He's a signing for the future, I would say.
Yeah,
More signing for the future
100%,
than
yeah.
like instant impact. He can
But
maybe do that
I
because
think
he's that good.
I think
but more
coming
future
in and
one.
out of the team, I think
Yeah.
he'll be quality learning from
He'll
the
be a
likes of
bit
Declan
expensive
Rice.
though, no? Like
45 million. They want 45 million pounds.
That's actually not much.
But-
League and they extortionate
I think
players, bro.
the reason why that signing actually does make sense is, you see, the reason why we signed a player like Norgard, it actually allows us to sign someone like a Buadi
Yeah.
in January, for
Okay.
example. Because we didn't spend heavy on that backup midfielder in Norgard, we can easily spend a 40 million pounds on an upcoming really... the thing is about Buadi, he's not just young, he's had a lot of game time.
Yeah.
Like, he's Lille's starting player.
Yeah.
And we've seen him play in the Champions League, looks really good. Still a bit raw, of course, but I think I'm going to go with Buadi as well, fam. I think he's a really good shout.
Yeah.
For me, if I wasn't going to go for Buadi, this one's a bit technical, right? I think there's an area in the pitch where we can actually do an upgrade on,
Okay.
and that's that left-hand side. Now, it wouldn't make sense to sign a left winger straight away without actually having an outgoing. So if we do somehow get a really good bid or good offering for Leandro Trossard or Gabriel Martinelli,
So Trossard.
if a good
old,
offer
you know.
comes in, Trossard is old. He's getting into his older years, and this is the highest you can probably sell him at,
Yeah.
right? If you think business wise,
probably
forget sentiment.
around 30
This
mil,
is the peak you will sell Leandro Trossard at, because I think if we sell him next season, he's going to depreciate quite a lot because of his age. Now I'm looking at that left winger spot. That really excites me. A lot of people have been looking at Semenyo, all of that sort of stuff. I'm looking a bit more exotic. I'm looking more for the future. Give me Juventus' best player, man.
Number 10.
Kenan Yildiz
I
on
hope
that
we don't get
left-hand side. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even... Bro, he's Juventus' best player. He's been unreal. 20 years old, 21 years old. Bro, he can do
hope
everything on
not.
that left-hand side. You have Bukayo Saka, Kenan Yildiz on either wing with Eberechi Eze or Odegaard in number 10. Outrageous, bro. I'm telling you right now, bring that boy to my club right now. If it means selling Leandro Trossard or Gabriel Martinelli, make it happen, because that guy, he's a ceiling raiser, bro. On a different level.
Definitely.
Yildiz.
I hope we don't get I love
That's
him.
who I wanted
I
for
think
Chelsea
he's
in
so
summer.
good.
I know if we sign Yildiz, that's a statement. You
statement.
talk about statement signing.
Yeah.
The Premier League will be shook. Fayez Regan, Arsenal.
I went for a bit of a more low-key one. I think he's a good player. Cause I think Norgard, he'll probably at most stay this season, maybe at a push next season, and he's gone. So I want someone that has experience, but is also good now. And I think you can get him for a bit cheap. I went for João Gomez from Wolves.
Ooh, good player, underrated, man. I actually really like João
I think
Gomez.
he's quite good. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't think he's one of the only bright sparks like you can see at Wolves, even though they haven't won a game, which United will probably give them, by the way, next time we maybe play them. But I think he's a good, tidy player. Can run up and down for days. I was even thinking about even his midfield partner Andre. I think he's quite decent as well. I would say whichever one you can get for the cheaper, because they both probably want to leave now. Wolves,
Yeah.
more likely than not, will probably get relegated. So they probably
Get a decent
will
price
have to
for
try
him,
and get
man,
some
yeah.
money for him.
I'm not mad at that.
That's a good
Fayez?
shout, actually.
I've got your boy, Kobe Manu. That's an easy tap-in signing. Amram doesn't want him nowhere near United.
No.
They might even give him for a loan, maybe even cheap. Like Manu,
We wouldn't do that.
Manu is a proper 4-3-3 midfielder in that left 8, and we've seen Declan Rice is getting ran into the ground. Imagine Kobe Manu coming in with Zubimendi behind him. He's got that Gabriel Saliba partnership behind him. He's got Odegaard or Eze
my
next to him.
God.
He fits perfectly, and I think Manu could become one of the best midfielders. He could even claim a starting spot for England in the World Cup if he joins Arsenal in January.
Wins a Premier
Would he
League.
get
Oh
game
my
time
God.
like that again? 'Cause
No,
it's
no,
over Rice.
no. I'm
It's
already
him and Rice.
Hold on, I'm already imagining
Can't be
the
mad if you don't
revenge
leave
for Robin van Persie.
Yo,
Oh my
imagine.
God, give me your,
No,
give
that's
me
not
your
happening. It's not
academy
happening.
boy,
It's not happening. It's not
and he
happening.
wins a Premier League.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Man, it'd be sick.
I'll put money on it. It's
Oh.
not happening. How about that?
Nah, you
Yeah,
never
that ain't
know. You
happening.
never know.
That's top
Okay.
talent. It would be good for us.
Fires, you cooked. I'll be honest with you, you cooked. Let's move over to a team that's stinking it up.
Hey.
Not Man United.
Oh.
We'll save you lot for later. Liverpool.
Okay.
Now this one's a really interesting one because they spent 400 bloody million pounds
And they still wanna
and they
spend.
still look mid. So like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'll start with this one. I went for the easiest tapping of my life. I'm gonna be honest. Just go for Gehi. Get Konate
Yeah.
out. Get Konate out somehow. Don't play him. Sell him. Do whatever you want. Just get Gehi in. 20 mil, probably even less. Maybe they can get him for. At least it'll be right now. It's an upgrade right now. A couple years ago, you probably wouldn't have said that, but right now it'll be an upgrade on him. So I think just go for Gehi. Easy, safe option. You can't like. There's no way they can spend any more money than that, right? They spend so much in the summer. There's no
chance,
way
yeah.
they have enough money to just spend like that. So I just went on Gehi.
Quadri?
I actually went for an attacker.
Okay.
Interesting.
Plays in Syria.
Okay.
Lookman.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. He's a good player, you know.
He's a good player. Plays on the left. Plays on the right.
Could play anywhere,
Salah.
pretty
We
much.
heard the news. yesterday.
Yeah, man.
He wants out. So a good player that is like he's at that prime age,
Yeah.
20, I think 28, 29, has something to prove. He was last time in Fulham getting mocked.
I think he
for that
wants to leave
penalty.
Atalanta as well.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
wants
thing.
to leave
yeah.
as well. I feel like you can get him for a decent price, maybe 35 million.
Atalanta haven't been doing that well as well. They're like 14th in the
Yeah,
league or something. He
exactly.
probably wants to leave right now as well.
He's got that experience. He has
Yeah.
a chip on his shoulder, something to prove in the Prem. I feel like it'll be a decent option to play on the left
Yeah,
or the
fair.
right. Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go with actually a player in Syria as well. Just taking all of Juventus's players, to be honest with you. Cambiaso.
Oh,
Okay.
I think
Okay.
he can play left back, he can play right back, and that's where I'm seeing a lot of flaws in this Liverpool team, right? Kirkes, stinky, Frimpong hasn't been fit, but he's not
Hasn't
your.
been that good.
He hasn't been good. He's not an ideal right back. He's a right wing back.
Yeah.
They need someone like a Cambiaso. He can play in both positions if need be. But I think he's actually a really good
Shout out
player.
Luka, man. That's why he's saying this.
100%, bro. Cambiaso is very highly rated. I've used him on FM as well. Cooked. So I think, honestly, I think they can get him for a decent price, and I think he can be their fullback for the next 5 years, if that makes sense. So I think Cambiaso is a decent shout for fullback.
Yeah, Fez.
I've gone for a player that will allow a formation change at Liverpool. I think Salah might leave in Jan. They've got two strikers that need to play together.
Yeah.
So three at the back is needed, and I've gone for Lekeba from Leipzig.
Okay.
At left centre back.
Yeah.
Allows Van Dijk to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Protects him a bit because he's been shocking out defending out wide.
Yeah.
So it allows them to be a three at the back, allows Frimpong and Kirkus to actually be wing backs.
Yeah.
They're not four at the back full backs, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
They need to be high and flying wide.
That's more
And
knowledge.
The wingers are not really playing well at
Yeah.
Liverpool right now. And they need to prioritise Isak and
Verts as well.
Ekitike, Verts as
Didn't get
well.
Verts involved as well.
Verts
so-
and Frimpong played in the three at the back together. So I think Lukeba would allow them to change
Yeah,
formation.
I actually really like that
That's a
one.
good shout.
Let's move over to Manchester City, and I'll start with this one.
Okay.
I think still playing Nunez as your right back is a bit of a problem, right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at that right back spot. There's actually a few options I've come up with. Livermento is a decent shout if they
Yeah.
can get their money up. Coyote, I know he recently joined.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He doesn't.
Them
see
long
as-
throws into Haaland. Think about it, man. Think
if
about
City
it.
start doing long throws,
Pep
generally,
long throws,
God,
And okay, cool. Another option I think is Munoz from Crystal Palace.
that's a bit. But I
Bombing
think he's
up
more
and down.
again,
More of a wing
Right,
back.
wing back, innit?
I do
More as a
hear
wing
that,
back.
I do hear that, but
I
I
think
think-
Tino Livramento, that's probably like the best they can
I
probably
think
get.
Tilo
that.
Livermento
Yeah.
is the best option they can get, but
It'd be a
I
bit
really
funny
like
though,
Munoz.
because
Yeah, they
Newcastle
don't
do
want
not
him.
want to sell
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So those are my options. I think they need to upgrade on that right back because
Okay.
I said it in the kind of fodder podcast that it's ridiculous that they're going into the season with a midfielder at right back.
He hasn't been that bad though.
He hasn't been bad
He
at
hasn't
all.
been that
The
bad.
thing
He's
is,
actually been quite solid.
He's been one of the more solid players, but in my head, I'm just thinking you just can't.
Fez.
You can't have a non-right back playing right back. Just get a right back, please. Like,
I went for someone on the right side as well, but not right back. I went right wing. They've been playing Bernardo Silva at right wing pretty much this entire season. So I said there was two players I kind of wanted to. One of them, he's a bit more of a 10, but if they really wanted to, they could put Cherki on the right, and then he could just cut in as well. I went for either Nico Paz from Como
Spenny
or Tom.
That's not happening. He's
I don't
going
think it will
back to Real
happen.
Madrid.
I think he'll go back to Real Madrid, but
for 10 mil as well.
he could. See, if there's a team that can kind of like, yo, come
They
here,
get
Pep
Nico
Guardiola
Paz, I get scared.
is City, and I'm shitting myself. Or he prefers the left, obviously. Rodrigo, he is not rated
Says-
at Real Madrid right now.
Whoa, that'll be big.
He
yeah.
is not rated
That'll
at
be
Real Madrid
big.
right
He's
now.
got no goals and assists in 21
Exactly.
games this season.
But-
right?
Yeah, crazy.
We all know his ability. He hasn't been playing well that season. He's not in favour at Real Madrid. They've been playing Arda Güler there, so
Sell Savinho, get Rodrigo in. Makes sense.
that's what I would say. But if there was one that I kind of want to see Nico Paz, I don't know what it is.
Fairs.
That guy, I haven't been watching the whole 90, like a lot of 90 minutes of
From
Como.
what I'm
let me be
hearing,
honest.
he's moving tapped.
But what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing highlights and stuff,
He's been
wow.
probably the best player in Serie A this season.
No, he has.
Yeah,
been.
definitely.
He's got, I think
only
he's got the most
20,
J.
Most
21,
goal,
yeah.
most goal contribution.
Fayas?
So I've gone for a player that you mentioned for Liverpool. I've gone Cambiasso as well.
What?
But I think Cambiasso is actually more suited to Man City. He is the most Pep fullback I've ever seen.
I hear that. I
You know,
do
he
hear
can
that.
play left back, he can play right back, he can play in midfield, he can play as a third centre back. You know, they've got Riley and Nunes as as their fullbacks. Cambiasso can displace
in.
both of them.
Yeah.
Riley's
And he
been
can
really
even
good though. So.
help out Nico Gonzalez in midfield,
Yeah.
makes them, you know, more protected in transitions, which they suffer a lot. I think Cambiasso would be unreal for Man City.
Yeah.
That's a good shout, man.
That's-
Let's move over to Manchester United.
Okay.
So, Rigon, do you
I'll
want to
start
start with
this.
this one?
Everyone and their mum knows that we need a midfielder. Someone to replace Casemiro has been good, but Casemiro needs to like get out of here. So I went for the obvious one, Stiller.
Okay.
He will help us keep that ball like it's no one's business. He will. He's easily and he's cheap, only 35 million. If we don't at least try and go in for him in January, I will lose my mind. Because we're Wharton, they want 100 mil. Like, we ain't got money to spend on that anymore. And I don't think he rates us. I'm so honest, I don't think he rates us. Still, once he hears United, this is that, like, he plays for Stuttgart, bro. For 35 M's, we can easily get him. It's a release clause. We have to go for Stiller in January.
Can I just
Fairs.
join in? Yeah, I've got for Stiller as well.
Fairs.
I think
I mean,
Stiller-
Real Madrid wanted him. Xabi
Yeah.
Alonso wanted him.
Stiller's perfect for Manchester United.
Oh
They
my
don't have a
God.
midfielder that can just control the game and allow United to sustain attacks.
Oh my God.
Casemiro is a destroyer. Bruno is a grenade launcher, number 10. He cannot be playing in a double pivot. Stiller would be perfect for Manchester United, and obviously you should go for a better midfielder
Yeah.
than Casemiro in
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah.
Obviously maybe a Anderson or Baleba, but
Yeah.
Stiller's a good first step.
Yeah.
Get someone that is good on the ball first.
Yeah.
Good foundation.
We need a lot of
Stiller-
players, but
yeah,
right
Stiller
now
would
that
be a
midfield
good-
needs to
good
be
first step.
fixed.
I
Quadri?
went for Baleba. Obviously,
Stinky.
they were linked in the summer,
Yeah.
and I believe he's a quality midfielder.
Oh, yeah, Baleba.
Yeah, he's not having a.
He's been really
He's not really
bad
having
this
a good
season.
season
He's been
right
really,
now.
really
but I
bad
feel
this
like
season.
I feel like he needs that move. I feel like Brighton, he's been there for a couple of
Yeah.
seasons, and I feel like Man United would be like the perfect.
See, that's the scary
step
one
for
because
him.
they're asking for basically 100 M's.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he's only showed it really in one season.
Yeah,
And this season, like even if he didn't play as good as last season, but he's still like been decent,
Yeah.
I'd be inclined to get him. But the drop off has been crazy from last season to this season. Like he's struggling to like even like carry the ball forward. He's struggling like just to move about, like win the ball back. He's struggling in like all aspects that he was really good in last season.
Yeah.
Which kind of scares me now.
Yeah.
Because
Nah, that's probably
United
that's
that.
probably good for you. Lot. His value decreases. Game
His
will
value
actually-
decreases,
That's what I was
but-
gonna
And he's
say.
still a good player. We
His
all
But,
know
but
that.
it wouldn't decrease from like 100 million to like 40 million. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I understand.
It will decrease by maybe like 20 million. It will still be 80 million.
But I
which is
feel
still-
like the Man United, the saga in the
Yeah.
summer, it kind of distracted him.
yeah, okay.
And I feel like he's only just starting to come back.
if you're getting
into it.
distracted that easily, it's a bit like worrying signs now.
Yeah, I understand. But I feel like it would be a good option. Get some
He's so
legs
decent
in
player,
midfield
but
as
for
well.
cheap, if it was cheaper, I'd actually be sold down to the game. But for how much he's cost is a bit scary.
Yeah, I
for me.
understand.
For me, the first thing Manchester United should do is sign a new manager. Because
Okay.
Ruben Amorim, that guy gotta
one,
go,
good one.
man.
That's the biggest.
Who do we get then again?
Huh?
Who do we get then?
Just get anyone. Bro, I think I'd do a better job than him.
Okay, boss.
But Areola, good option. Glasner, decent option.
Glasner,
But I think anyone's an upgrade on Amorim.
Okay.
But if you were to sign a player, I think sorry Juventus again. Sorry guys. Locatelli.
Locatelli, okay.
Locatelli. You need a midfielder to control. He's been in Serie A for a while. Maybe wants a new challenge. Probably a Manchester United fan. I don't know. He strikes me as that type of person. Locatelli would do really good for you guys. I think he's been really good for Juventus this season.
Yeah.
Based on that knowledge of Luca, which is a shout out. But yeah, I think Locatelli. Good
Yeah,
player,
nice, yeah.
works for your team,
Yeah.
and
I don't
I'd
think
be a
Juve
bit
wanna sell
worried.
him,
I'd look at it, I think, you know what, Man United, that's a really good signing. He upgrades your team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's move over.
Tottenham.
Tottenham, Totspur. I want to start as well. Element India.
Fez.
Good
Fez,
shot. Good
Fez.
shot.
Yeah.
Put him in. I think he makes a big difference to that
Paula.
Tottenham team.
Paula.
You have Javi Simmons, Kudus, and NDI.
Yeah.
That's a threatening team now. I'm looking at Spurs and thinking there's a few problems there that can actually, push them and win them games by themselves, those three, if you have them. So I think he deserves the big move. He's been cooking at Everton, but I think, just £60 million, get him into your club, makes a big difference. So, yeah.
I went for same side, different player, different club. Semenyo. Just get that man in. Just get that man in. He seems like such a Tottenham player to me. I don't know why. I don't know what it
He's
is.
an Arsenal fan though.
I know he's an Arsenal fan, but there's certain players you can see at certain clubs. And for me, Semenyo is that type of player. He's been linked to United as well, but I think Tottenham need him way more than we do at this point. Because their strikers can't score. Their left winger right now, they're playing like Tell and who's it, Colomano and Odobel on the left.
Yeah.
Them men are stinky, bro. I'm gonna be so honest. Them men are so ass. So they just need someone he's good on both feet, can go left, can go right, can create chances. He's been involved in 70% of Bournemouth's goals this year. It was like a stat like that
It's crazy.
earlier in the season, I remember. I don't know how much it is now though, but he will do incredible for them. And Tottenham, they have money to spend, so I believe they can get
I
him.
went Semenyo as well. I
There's-
feel like he's good. He adds that
That it
constant
factor,
threat.
yeah.
The GA.
Yeah.
I feel like attack is just meaty without Richarlison. He's all right, but
He doesn't score
to be
enough.
fair, he has been getting a couple goals recently, but I just feel like he's not good enough. He can play it all across the front three.
Literally, yeah.
I feel like he's the perfect signing for Spurs. Yeah.
FN?
I've also gone for a left winger.
Shock.
And this is going to be one of the most hottest talents in the summer, I think.
Yeah.
At left wing, plays for Leipzig. Jan Diomande has been unbelievable this season.
Okay.
I think he's around 18, 19 years old. He's electric. He's like a proper dribbler. Doku, a bit like Doku, but he's got end product. I don't think Doku was like Diomande in terms of end product at 18 years of age. I think he's got 6 goals already. Tottenham is a club that should get into the queue before the big clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal, etc. come in for him. Tottenham, they need to jump into the queue, at the front of the queue at Jan. It'll probably be nothing more than 50 million.
The thing
it's a
is,
Tottenham kind of signing.
With
and I
me
think
though,
it would be perfect for
Bundesliga
Tottenham.
wingers scare me, especially since Sancho. I mean, Sancho scarred me for life. But Bundesliga wingers, like even with you, man, you got Jamie Gittins. I was hearing he's finally got like a trademark finish. He's been finishing recently. Sancho, how many goals did he score at Dortmund? Like with wingers specifically from the Bundesliga, because there's so much space. Like it's a bit easier to score goals, and he's not really gonna get that at Tottenham.
I think Diomande's skill set does suit against a low
Okay,
block. That's,
I
you know,
I know too much about
the
it,
only
yeah.
thing that worries me about a signing like that is he would have to hit the ground running, and if
Exactly.
he doesn't,
Yeah.
there's going to be
'Cause it
pressure
had-
on him. You put a pressure on an 18-year-old, he's most likely to crumble. It's happened to a lot of Bundesliga players. That's the only issue I have
Even
with that.
Tell,
I'd rather
he plays for them right now.
get a Premier League proven player in that
Yeah.
Spurs team to make instant impact, because at this point they're not going to finish in the top 10.
the only thing is, I don't think Spurs are an attractive club.
They're not.
They're not.
Yeah, so
They're
I don't
really
think the
not.
likes of Semenyo would join.
I do understand that.
Tottenham over an Arsenal, City, Liverpool. That's why I've gone for someone a bit low key.
Okay, Fez.
Well, that's our one signing for each club. We've mentioned actually a few options for each of them. Let us know down below in the comments if you agree. Let us know your options down below in the comments. We're going to read through it. We want to see if there's any key players that we missed out. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.